is Monday, February 10th, and welcome to this week's edition of Titans Today. I'm Aaliyah.
And I'm Jay Brianna. We're excited to bring you the latest news and updates from around our school.
That's right, it's time to dive deep into our top story segment where we cover the most important and exciting news happening right now.
So let's get started and see who's making headlines today.
8th graders, are you scared to go to high school for the first time? Well, you don't have to be. There is an open house on February 19th at Muncie Central, and it starts at 5:30.
Do your parents like to know about the information going around your school? Well, if so, then they should go to the PTO meeting happening today from 5:30 to 6:30 right here in the Media Center. Another thing for our Northside families.
Free food. There will be a food pantry on February 18th for all our NMS families. Now something fun and exciting for students.
Do you like gardening? If so, the MAC is gathering information about kids our age interested in agriculture. If you would like to participate, look at the survey located in the Titan newsletter for more information. If agriculture doesn't sound fun to you, then maybe languages will.
Dual language enrollment started on January 13th and will continue until March 19, 2025. If you are interested in language, then you should definitely enroll. Do you need a break after learning all day?
If so, break time is hosted right after school at Rising Hope Church on Wednesdays. This is a great way to play games, have fun, and receive tutoring. If this sounds like a good time to you, then we would love to see you there. Do you know what else sounds good? Spaghetti dinner.
The Titan Choirs are having a spaghetti dinner fundraiser at Northside. This event will be on February 15th from 5 to 7 o'clock p.m. The tickets will be $7 per person. Each meal includes spaghetti with red sauce, breadsticks, side salad, and lemonade. Dessert and pop are sold separately. There will also be a choir performance at 5:50 p.m. Please come to support our choir program. And those are all our top stories for today.
We are just getting started here in the Titan TV studios, so make sure to stay tuned.
Absolutely. Our friends Alexis and Rory will be here at the desk later to report on this week's club news.
As well as a Titan Sports update from Ya Girl Raya.
But before then, let's go to Cash to hear about this week's weather.
Cash.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Cash, and it's time for your Titan TV and Land weather update. Let's dive into the details of today's weather and what you can expect for the rest of the week. Starting with today, we'll be experiencing some sun and some clouds. The high for today is expected to be 36 degrees, while the low is expected to be 20 degrees. The rest of the week looks to include snow, ice, and sun and clouds, with the highs in the mid-30s and the lows in the 20s. And for the weekend, on Saturday, we'll be looking at a high of 35 degrees and a low of 8 degrees. And the features look to include rain, snow, and ice. Finally, on Sunday, temperatures will reach a high of 40 degrees and a low of 30 degrees, and it'll just be sunny out. That's your weather update for today, and be sure to stay tuned to our sponsor, AccuWeather.com, for the latest updates throughout the week. I'm Cash, and I hope you have a great morning. Now here's Harper with what happened on this day in history.
Thanks, Cash. On this day in 1763, the Treaty of Paris ends the French-Indian War. Also on this day in 1950, Mark Spitz, who was a famous American swimmer, was born in Modesto, California. And in the sporting world, Larry McWilliams, an American major baseball pitcher, was born in Wichita, Kansas. And finally, today is National Cream Cheese Brownie Day, so go enjoy some. And that is a look at what happened on this day in history. Now it's time for sports with Ya Boy Cone, hosted by Ya Girl Raya.
What's poppin', Titans? It's time for your Titan Sports Update coming from Studio 306, hosted by me, Ya Girl Raya. Let's begin by taking a look at last week's results powered by 3rd and 11. Our 7th grade boys basketball team traveled to Burris and blew them out of the sky. The Owls couldn't take the heat with a score of 48-12. Keep up the good work, Titans. Also, our 8th graders faced Burris and blew them out by 18 with a score of 47-29. Next, our Northside Titan boys, 6th grade boys, took a tragic loss against the Giants on our home court with a score of 19-47. Our 6th grade girls also faced the Giants at Thurgood Marshall and sadly lost with a score of 18-22. They also played the Pirates and lost again with a score of 10-42. But don't get down on yourself. Next time, you'll get them. Let's go, Titans! And those are your results, sponsored by 3rd and 11. Find out more about 3rd and 11, where they provide top-notch coaching with real-life mentoring to help young athletes excel both on and off the field. Check them out on social media. Believe it, see it, achieve it. Now, let's get into what Titan sports are coming up this week. First, we have our Titan wrestlers going against Randolph Southern on February 12th at 5:30 p.m. at Southside. Next, we have another wrestling match, but this time against Cowan, the Blackhawks, on the 13th, also at 5:30 p.m. at Southside. Then we have our swimming and diving team going up against the Delta Eagles, also on the 13th and at 5:30. Don't forget to show up for our Titans. And lastly, our Titan Esports team has a Rocket League, which is going against the Longsport Junior High School. Let's show them who we are. Good luck. Also, don't forget about 0 Hour. This happens every week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday after school in the weight room. Talk to Mr. Lyons if interested. That's all I have for sports. I'll see you next week. But until then, hear about this week's birthdays. Xander, take it away.
Thanks, Raya. We're excited to celebrate our Titans by wishing them a happy birthday today. Happy birthday to Rihanna D, Alexander H, Avery A, Ella C, Drayden M, Clara R, Analia M, Nolan H, Peyton W, Simon F, Sabrina S, Declan C, Connor H, and Tommy I. Those are all of our birthdays for the week. Let's move on to Trivia Challenge with Darian.
Thank Hounds X. The rules for trivia challenges goes like this every week. We will ask a trivia question. When the broadcast is over, decide as a class the correct answer. Then your teacher will then send that answer into our Times Today Trivia Challenge portal. The first 9 classes determining the correct answer after the broadcast will receive bonus points. Now, here's last week's question for Who Voices Donkey and Shrek. It was Eddie Murphy. The following classes guessed the correct answer: Earl, Chris, Thomas, Coles, Zorn, Dalboy, Turner, Santon, Newman, Collins, Farber, Foster, Harris, Jenkinson, Mooney, S. Pierce, Till, and Young, making the following classes at the top of the leaderboard. In third place is Mr. Thomas' class with 8 points. In second place is Mr. Chris' class with 9 points. And the current leader is Mr. Earl's class with 10 points. Now, here's this week's question. Who created the shortest quote? Me, we. Discuss as a class after the broadcast, and good luck on this week's trivia challenge. Let's go once more with Studio 306 with Alexis and Roy to hear all about the clubs going on this week.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Alexis.
And I'm Rory.
And welcome back to Studio 306 for this week's club news.
Today we're excited to dive into some awesome activities and updates from around our school clubs.
That's right. Whether you're a member or just curious about what's happening around school, we've got the latest news on our clubs and their exciting events.
So let's check out what clubs are taking place this week.
Do you have a high voice? Then come down to Fierce Voices. Fierce Voices is on Monday from 8 to 8:45 a.m. in the choir room. Invite friends and have fun. Rory, maybe you could get a Valentine's date with someone in Fierce Voices. Make sure you get a gift when you ask them out. Where would be a good place to make a gift?
Craft Club. Craft Club is on Mondays in room 213 from 4 to 5 p.m. You don't need to bring anything. Just bring your ideas and creativity. Do you like Pokemon and trading cards?
Well, then come to Trading Card Game Club. In this club, you play and discuss various TCGs like Pokemon. Trading Club is on Mondays from 4:15 to 5:30 in Mr. Mooney's room. Rory, what about coloring?
Absolutely. Coloring Club is right after school on Tuesdays until 5 p.m. Snacks and music will be included. If you want to join, find Mrs. Lesko for a permission slip. Fortnite is rad. Minecraft is neato. I wonder if there is a place for me to play these kinds of games at school.
There is. Come to esports. In esports, you play games such as Super Smash Bros. Super Smash Bros. Is on Thursday and chess is on Wednesday. Ask Mr. Harder for more. I love writing stories. Is there anything for that?
Well, of course there is. Come to Creative Writing Club. It's every Wednesday from 4:50 to 5:15 in room 112. This club will help you improve your writing skills by helping you write poetry and storytelling.
Reminder, jazz band is on Wednesdays from 8 to 8:45 a.m. in the band room, hosted by Mr. Sprouse. Enter at door 8. If I was looking for a man's, do you know where I would look?
Titan Voices. Titan Voices is every Thursday from 8 to 8:50 a.m. in the choir room. You don't need to be in choir to join. There will also be snacks. Make sure to have fun and invite friends. See Mr. D for more information. Is the huzz asleep?
Oh no, the huzz is awake. Come down to Awake Club. Awake Club is all about mentoring your peers. This is every Thursday at 8 to 8:50 a.m. Ask Mr. Pryor for more. Do you want to learn about God and hang out with friends?
Well, come to FCA. FCA is every Friday from 8 to 8:45 a.m. in Mr. Osborne's room. Enter at door 4. If you have any more questions, find Mrs. Teal.
Do you like dragons? In D&D, you play different characters and fight dragons and other things. This is from 4 to 5:30 in the Media Center.
Do you like anime? Then come to Anime Club. This club is only for 7th graders. It's hosted by Mrs. The Boy in room 204 from 4 to 5 p.m. In this club, you will get to draw and talk about anime and get critiques from others.
If you want to make cookies for the Pookies, then come down to Cooking Club. Cooking Club will have 6 free cooking lessons. This is hosted by Miss Mecklenburg. This is open for 6th and 7th graders. That's all the club news we have to report on today.
Do not forget about Mr. Williams' challenge to get involved in 3 clubs for sports this year.
And that's a wrap for this week's edition of Titans Today.
Thank you so much for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed this news and updates from around our school.
Remember to stay connected with us for all the latest updates and behind-the-scenes content. You can find us on all the socials.
Until next time, I'm Rory.
And I'm Alexis.
Remember that Titans are a team.
The secret is effort.
And as always,
Stay classy, Titans.